We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Hey, man, let's get in that hat. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
In your face.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, look at the juke. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, here's Goff. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a dump off here complete, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Watch out, watch out. 26. 34's the mic. 34's
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard, and this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Jeff. He's coming. Check him, check him.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Alert 3. Inside. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's a party now. It's a party now. Watch twist, watch twist. Boxing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, butt set. Check, butt set. Run right. Back north. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's put him on the buses.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Goff. James has got it. Complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that. That maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watch the pass. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Cohen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 10's the mic. Hey, watch the lane.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Goff. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Goff. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight end right. 3 down. Check 9, check the 9.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Like 20. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Let's pick it up.
The final shot before break here. Goff.
Let's get off the field.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Watch the pass. Shift. Slam. Yeah, this. 26. Kill. Shift. Zoom.
Back to throw. Rodgers. They'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Under 10. 10.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Fighting his way through contact. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
Watch the run.
Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. He finds his man complete. That's James. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Mike 10.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
They got the safe completion on 3rd. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike's 50. 50. Hey, you block over here. I'm coming.
Rodgers now to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A first down catch for Alan Lazard, who's turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
Check 99. Check 99.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Let's go, D. Deuce. Hey, alert 3. Joker.
They try again with Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, They want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I got him. Easy.
Again, it's Dillon.
Let's go. Do
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Whoa! Let's get it.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Deep, 36, 36.
Again, it's Cohen. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I'm here all day. Mike, 50. Hey, take 26. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mike 50, huh?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
It's important. You just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call it, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore...